Right, did you have a good Christmas?
Very good, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, as you can see.
Well, yeah, I put on about a stone, but it's not noticeable when you're as fat as me.
Good going,
just,
though. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're just piling fat on the fat. And
you just get 10 gins instead of 8.
Yeah, that's it,
no
yeah.
one notices,
that's it, mate. By the way, if you can hear a bit of noise, it's just children. Also, there's a Fiat Uno currently rolling the pitch.
It's unbelievable.
Isn't that the most beautiful sight you've ever seen?
It's fantastic.
I think,
He's rolling around in first gear with, I don't know, is that a couple of garden rakes attached to the back?
There's a couple of garden rakes attached to the back of the Fiat Uno.
It's superb, and every player has come out of here and videoed him doing it.
It's fantastic. And the thing is, as well, is like, you should have seen him starting it up. It was beautiful.
We've decided we're going to get
I think the thing is,
a little banger.
I feel like that
for the Boroughs Park pitch.
I feel like Graham Pavitt's just doing too professional a job and should really step it back a bit. Get a Fiat Uno.
We'll get him one.
A couple of rakes, and away we go.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, why not? Let's talk about that.
Do we have to talk about that? Anyway, long break. I don't think that plays into your hands necessarily, and dare I say it, another ugly win, a little bit.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, as you say, it's 4 weeks now without a game.
Yeah.
Not too many excuses there, but that you can do as much training as you like, and we've been quite good. We've trained quite a lot, but you do lose that match sharpness. Today, we were quite fortunate that they ended up going. I mean, the actual sending off itself wasn't fortunate because it was well deserved.
I will say that it was nice to see a referee
with
the testicular fortitude, shall we say?
Yeah, actually being brave to do it.
Yeah,
it was a blatant red card, but it is, and a lot of managers, and you always say, I can't believe he's saying that, but it's quite hard to play against 10 men. Your own mentality drops a little bit because you've got a man extra, and the team with 10 men always end up working much harder than they did with 11, and so it becomes a tough game. But as much as it was a great 3 points, we should have seen it out a bit better than we did.
I was about to say, do you feel that 3-0 up, down, they're down to 10 men? Do you think the lads subconsciously just sort of went, right, well, that's kind of that done, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stepped off a bit where they, it would have been nice to see them step out and really give it some, And
yeah, well, it's probably we probably weren't as adventurous as what we possibly could have been. 3-0 with 10 men, we still stuck with the one up front, but we should have had the extra man in midfield, and we should have made it count. And I think we were just a little bit leggy. And when you are leggy, your options on the ball are limited because people aren't moving off the ball as they were before. It became a bit of a tough game, and really it was a bit of a nothing game in the second half, to be quite honest. I
mean, before the game, if I said, "Oh, you're going to win 4-2 today, mate," you'd be like,
I'd have snapped your hand off.
Yeah, you wouldn't have expected that at all at this ground with that team,
No, as much as we can be disappointed with our passing, because our passing was poor today. We can be disappointed with that. We can be disappointed in it. There's little things we can work on, but second half of the season, results is what counts. And beating Romania home and away is a good feat because they're a very good side.
Yeah, not many teams are going to do that this year. So, looking on to next week, you got Clapton at home. Obviously, they did us when we went up there, but that was during a difficult run, I think, for us, and we were playing about 5 games in a week or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
How are you going to approach that one?
I think the guys will look forward to getting back on our pitch. It's been 4 or 5 weeks since we played on our pitch. So they'll be delighted to get back on our pitch, and Clapton are a good side. I'm not gonna offend them by saying they're poor and we should have beaten them last time. They beat us fair and square last time, but it's a fortress at the old Spotted Dog, and I'm hoping that they'll come to our ground and we'll show them what our fortress is like.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think of the ultras and what they've done for the club as well?
It's fantastic.
They've taken a club that was kind of on its last legs, in my opinion, and turned it around.
Yeah. I mean, financially, they might still be on their last legs.
Yeah.
I think they've got, some issues behind the scenes, which is not great for them. But for the boys who turn up and play for Clapton, and for Chris Woods, who's the manager, he's been manager there for years and years. I mean, he must be absolutely loving it, and I'm sure they'll be welcome at our ground next week.
Exactly. How important do you think, even at this level, this level of support that teams get? Does it actually make a difference to the Rovers, for example, that people turn out every week?
Absolutely, yeah, massively. Massively. When we're at home and we're kicking downhill, and the guys are behind the goal. It is like having an extra man. You go to some grounds, there's nobody there, and the game becomes sterile, and all you can hear is the players talking, and you want to hear supporters, and when we have a good turnout at home, it's fantastic for us, because it does. If someone's chasing for a ball, if they've got 30, 40 people behind a goal screaming for them to go and get it, they'll run a bit harder.
Sure.
And that is absolutely true. So it makes a massive difference.
On a final note, though, you say that, but one of your lads has ended up in front of the goal today, and Jim has given him a shout, Jim Laird, to shoot, and your lad's had a shot. I don't know what that one it was. I think it was number 4. I can't remember. And he's kind of said it had snow on it on the way down.
Yeah, poor old Skillsy. Skillsy didn't have the best of days today. He's took a massive ribbing off the boys in there for his passing, because he's a very good passer of the ball, and that's why we put him in.
And greatly improved as he's come through the season as well.
Definitely. He just had one of them off days today, but he'll get another chance next week. It wasn't one of our finest days, but
I'll tell you what, 3 points.
3 points is valuable.
That's it. Fantastic. Take care.
Thank you very much, mate.